glasses, bro, I feel like I'm like Deion Sanders of podcasting.
It looks good.
I know.
Looks real good.
These are Volcrums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks real good. Prime.
You're jealous. I can tell you are.
Very jealous.
But you can order a pair.
Go order a pair tonight.
Volcrum.com, man. VOLK.com. For all the people that's just redneck as I am.
Prime time.
Man, I've slept in these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Use guest too, you get 30% off, brother.
Look real good.
Man, appreciate it. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right.
We'll
Justin,
get that there on order.
Justin Smith, a.k.a. The Butcher.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. Yep.
Yeah, you're welcome, brother.
Nice.
I appreciate you coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have learnt me from being able to order a steak from anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you like them. Like I say, appreciate what you do with us, and I hope you keep shopping with us.
Oh, man, I will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Between that and, I mean, the spices and, I mean, you've got, golly, when I come in there, I'm like, back when I was fishing, you know, you could go to Walmart and shop.
Mm-hmm.
You had all this crap. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, whoom. But like in your store, like, everything is good.
Yeah.
Like I tell Whitney, I'm like, you got to stop buying stuff because everything's good up there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we appreciate that. We try and get, especially on spices, we try and get what's big, especially like off TikTok, social media. That's where we look for the most, in order to try and get all that stuff in.
It's kind of neat that, like, it's kind of neat and funny at the same time, though, like TikTok. You know, like whenever, like a lot of these people like two-step,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's basically, they use that to make their living. You know what I mean? Like,
he's took that and run with it, man. He's so big.
yeah, he is.
Oh, so big.
I like watching his videos just
Oh,
hear him
man,
talk,
he's,
dude.
he's a menace. Let's put that on a cracker, dude.
Yeah, put on that money, dude.
Yeah,
I love
any
it.
of those Cajuns, but he's a good one.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's very good.
Yeah.
I like seeing the. Has anybody ever called you about skinning a turtle or anything? Like
Not
being a
anything
butcher?
like that. Like we'll, not a turtle or anything. But we have a lot of people that ask we come to their house and do this and that, and no.
Like
we
slaughter
can't.
a cow and stuff.
Do something just on their time, but no, we can't do anything like that.
You can't even sell it like that or nothing, can
No,
you?
everything's got to be inspected by the government.
Yeah.
USDA or state inspected one.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna tell you, dude. Y'all are like. Everybody around is like, go to the butcher, go to the butcher, go to the butcher. And I'm one of them. And I'll tell you, dude, Whitney went to Publix. I think y'all are already closed. She's like, I'm just really wanting a steak, you know. Got him home. I kid you not. I'm not trying to kiss butt or not. This is, his damn food is good. His meat can't be beat, okay?
That's right.
Yeah. But, like, she come home with those. We cook them. I could tell by the way she was chewing on it, man. It was just like,
It just wasn't that good.
yeah, I'm like, is that bubble gum?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But I'm thinking, like, probably like we all too, though. You probably, from the time, let's say, that something's slaughtered to it gets to use, probably just like a day. Or
No, it's the most meat when it's slaughtered. They'll hang them for about 14 days.
Really?
Yeah.
So they do.
Yeah, so they have to. It's got to have a little bit of age on it. So, 14 days is basic. Some people like 21 days. So I'd say it's definitely less than 21 days when we get it. But we definitely deal with like a lot of smaller processors. We do a lot with the Upper Iowa Beef Company.
Right.
That's where, like I say, it's they have 150, I think, local farms around the area. And to me, Midwestern beef, it's the best out there.
It is. Man,
Just the environment that it's raised in, the feed that they feed it. I've had a lot of local beef. Not knocking local beef, some of it's good, but the consistency is better with what we get.
Like like small town growers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see too, like I've been out west, and like you go to buy one of those feedlots, man. There's like thousands. You know what I mean? Like somebody would be able to keep an eye on 100 or so, but way better than they would. Like those feedlots too, man. Like it stinks way before you get there. A lot of that. I'm sure a lot of meat comes from out west
It
like
does.
that, don't it?
And if you can get your hands on some of that meat out west, they feed it. There's a sweet grass that grows out there that gets it. Man, it gives that meat a different taste, and it's real good too.
Is it?
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's probably that may be some of the small town growers too, though. You know.
Yeah.
Me and you was the last time my wife went out there. Well, I guess it was about 4 times ago. That daggone perfect bite barbecue steak and burger seasoning is the bomb.
It's definitely good. You know, Richard Duran, he's the guy that owns that company. Real good guy. He's out of Trussville, Alabama. He's got a line of seasonings and rubs. Sauces.
Yeah.
And it's real good stuff. I've known him for a while. I think he's said that's all his seasonings are like old family recipe. They've had it in his life, his whole generation, you know, before, you know, his parents.
Right.
So it's good quality stuff. We sell a lot of it.
Yeah, it's really good knowing it's like right here local too. That's
He's out of Trussville. He actually Brady's parents and him are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. You'll have to ask Brady about it.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I think
awesome.
Brady's dad and Richard, they pretty good friends with each other.
If anybody's a friend with Brady's dad, I got they good with me. You know.
Yeah.
They are. All right. I've been wondering this though, because like if I get like 20 wings on my grill, man, I'm always worried about it. I got to know like a good. If I'm gonna throw some on the grill or whatever, how in the world do you keep it all straight? I always worry like I always burn them.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, I know they're done.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you gotta your temperature of your grill is the number one thing, depending on what kind of cooker you've got. I think the ideal temperature is 250 to 275. Some people like to get higher, but I don't do anything more than 275.
So you're a slow cooker
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Yeah,
Even on wings, it don't matter what I cook. 275 is my max temperature.
Okay.
So I like, especially wings. Like I say, we've got a big cooker at the shop. We'll do, especially now that football's back, we'll do anywhere from 500 to 700 every Saturday. Which I've got, you know, my cooker, I've got it's a stick burner, but it's got a thermostat on it where I can set the temperature, so it'll keep it, you know, within 5 degrees of each. So it won't ever get, if I set it 275, it won't get over 280. It won't get below 270 before it kicks back on and keeps the temperature.
Is
up.
it like a pellet one or is
it's a stick burner. It runs like sticks of wood.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No kidding?
Yeah. It just, like I say, it's propane fed, so it'll keep the temperature where it needs to be within 5 degrees.
So you can choose whatever wood you want then, like pecan,
Oak and
hickory.
pecan's the best.
Is it?
Yeah, hickory to me gives a bitter taste.
See, hickory, I've actually like bought some at Liquid Smoke or whatever. Use the hickory. I mean, it really tastes like you're eating a log out of the fire.
Yeah.
You know, which somebody told me they said, well, you're using too much. But I've even tried it just like a speck, but I can't. I'm not a big hickory person either.
Hickory's strong, man. It can turn your meat a little bit blacker. It can give you that bitter taste, and like I say, it's if you put your meat in too early, and that biller and that thick smoke, what they call dirty smoke, it'll give it that bitter black.
I've even done the, which is probably worse too, where somebody told me to buy like those hickory shavings, soak them in water overnight and put them in there. Man, you open that daggum grill up, dude, and it's like, whoa. Yeah.
If you won't soak it, I'd definitely do the chunks. The shavings they're worse about that. Which just to me, hickory, it's the worst that you can use. It gives good flavor if you do it right, but it can mess it up worse.
I could see that.
Yeah.
See, and I'm not I hate any kind of apple flavor besides Laffy Taffies. That's the only thing apple I ever eat, I swear. Yeah. One time somebody bought me for Christmas, man. I think everybody was like into it or whatever. The apple crown.
Yeah.
And he's like stood in there until I took a sip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, man, I appreciate it, whatever. And then I finally took it, and I can't stand it.
No.
And somebody did like some apple wood seasoning or whatever. See, I don't like it either.
Yeah. And apple, I'll tell you, you like apple Laffy Taffy. I like apple Bush Light. That's about the only.
I can't.
That's about the only thing I can do apple. unless I ate a real apple.
Do you do the Angry Orchard?
No, it's
No.
way too sweet. Way
Yes.
too sweet. The apple Bush Light, it's pretty good. Like I say, it's not too sweet. Of course, you can't get it all the time, so when you can get it, load up because it's good.
Have you seen the talking about the Bush Light, man? Bush Light's awesome though. I mean, you got to think of all the jokes that's come out of Bush. And whenever you open the beer, it's like, Bush. You know, like
Bush
yeah.
lattes.
I saw this guy Christopher. I made a video on TikTok about it. I mean, everybody is, but he says, "You can call me anything you want.
Yeah,
Don't
the Christopher A.
call me
Smith.
that."
Yeah. That shit is going everywhere right now. I scrolled through TikTok earlier today, and every other video was
Was
that.
he?
Something. Yeah, that was the best.
I love it, and I
Yeah.
get to thinking, I'm like, man, I know me and you've had some
Yeah.
times where I could have
Yeah.
been like, God dang, if I'd
Yeah.
had that recorded,
Oh,
you know what I
dude.
mean?
No, yeah, no shit. That's crazy.
Me and Smitty was we were cornhole partners, and this is no lie. I'm just gonna tell the
This
truth
is the
on it.
2010 Auburn season.
Yes,
That was so good.
yes, was
the best year.
not only was Auburn on fire, me and you were too,
We
man.
got beat.
Yeah,
I'd tell you, probably one of the first times we got beat was Auburn's SEC championship game in Atlanta.
yeah.
And we had to play those South Carolina fans that put their boards 4 miles apart and the wind was blowing, and we probably had a few too many beers since.
I swear to God, because I thought
Yeah.
they were joking at
Yeah.
first, like really and
But
truly,
the
like
wind was so bad that day. So you'd have to throw it way over here and it'd blow over here. And,
basically you had a parking lot of like
Yeah.
RVs.
yeah.
If I got whenever you threw that thing, it would go like over 3 RVs and curve back in if you was
Yeah.
going at the board. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know though, we were like, once we got beat the first time, you remember we said, we ain't used to them being that far because you struck fire.
Yeah.
So we ended up, we beat them. Because remember, you dunked one in.
Yeah.
Yeah. The funniest thing was, you remember the first time you ever played it, my dad brought it to the barn. Do you remember those
Yeah, that
sandbags?
was the first time that year I'd ever even heard of it, played it. And
I
just
always
kinda-
thought it was some kind of something
yeah,
dirty, like
yeah,
like
it sounds
upside
dirty.
down pineapples and stuff.
Can be dirty.
But me and Smitty played like my dad and somebody else. It might have been him. He's a little farm helper, and we were all about the same.
Yeah.
We go to a was it a New Year's? No, it was a Christmas party, I think, where they used to collect the toys for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember, you could have turned around, dude, and threw it between your legs with your eyes
Oh,
closed, and he made
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good year with that, man. Like I say, we played it about every weekend.
Yeah,
at the
we
barn,
did.
You know, to the point where I think everybody was getting mad having to play us. You know, and it was
Oh, it was definitely
It
my
was bad.
celebrating that was
Yeah.
pissing some
Yeah.
people off.
yeah, it's fun though.
Oh man, dude, was it fun? I
Oh,
mean,
so much fun. That was the best
golly.
year. On top of that, like I say, had Auburn that year. Cam Newton.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Whew. I'm gonna tell you what, and I ain't got to say this, but I can say it confidently right now. No shit. Like I feel this is the truest statement I'm fixing to say one. Alabama is fixing to have the worst season since like 2006.
Yeah, they liable to lose 3 games, man, or even more.
I'm thinking,
I mean,
yeah, more. I
they're
really
probably
am.
going to get beat this weekend. Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
it's-
that's the worst
I have
Alabama
never-
team I've seen in a long time.
I
Since
haven't
I
seen
could have
them-
been watching football, probably.
Well, this is probably the first time I've ever seen them struggle at quarterback position. They've always at least had a quarterback.
Oh man, look at that! One time they had Tua, Hurts, and Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Hell, I would have if
Yeah.
I'd have been a coach somewhere, I'd have loved to have had Mac Jones. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Big John, he better be getting his damn cannonball practice in. I'm gonna tell you right now.
He's probably fired up, him, all that family.
Oh, they're fired up bigger than shit, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
There's
They're-
a lot of Alabama people. You know, you heard them say, what was it, when Milton, is that his name?
Yes.
Milrow.
Milrow. Yeah.
They said, take him out. And then the next year they had, the next week they had 2 more. They couldn't do shit. And then they put him back in.
Put
him
Milrow
in,
back.
Put him back in. They couldn't, and never did, which was surprising. But I guess that was probably Saban saying, this is, you're not
yeah.
going back in. But I heard he was starting this weekend, so I guess we'll see. He'll probably be fired up, though.
Can you get hot though? I mean, like if you're
That's a lot of pressure to be in.
Yeah, and it's like, man, I almost think they're like swapping them up like so quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you really can't get in the rhythm,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
But Alabama's offensive line sucks.
They look like Auburn last week.
Yeah.
Has over the past couple of years, you know. Which I love it.
I do too. Hey, we're still 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not 2-1.
Alabama sucks.
Yeah, they do. Mm.
I love
Truth
to see it,
hurts.
man. I hate, like I say, I'm not one of these that's just going to rub it in Alabama
Yeah, we're
fans.
not those kind of people.
But if it's happening, I'm going to do it. Like me and you, I'll rag Alabama to death. But if I go to, I'll respect them enough to
Oh yeah, for sure.
not do something like that. But
I even tried
I
to
love to
change.
see it.
Yeah, I even tried to change somebody's luck. It was here watching it
Yeah.
one night. I'm like, look, let's go to the back porch, man.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a great story, and I just thought about this again. My daddy-in-law, which a lot of people don't know who it is, but Terry Walker's probably the biggest Auburn fan I know on this planet. And he's a good fan. He don't rub it, or whatever.
Right.
He just won't see him win,
Right.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we were watching the Iron Bowl in 2010, and he pulled his bus out of the barn, and we watched it on the bus. You remember that? It was me and you and him were kind of
Well,
together.
see, I was late getting to that game. He was the most superstitious person that year. And I remember getting there because I had to work. And so I left work early to get there. I made it just after halftime. And I got there and I got met by the biggest, I thought it was going to be a hug, but it was almost like a punch. Get your ass to the couch, he said, because we had to sit in the same spots.
As where we had
Every
won
day.
before. Yeah, if you had not have came at the right time, we might not have won that one. You know it?
Yeah. Thought he was going to kill me because I wasn't there sitting on the couch in the right spot.
It's like, dang, brother, I was trying to work, man.
Yeah.
On a Saturday.
Yeah.
Dang. Man, those were.
That year, the whole year, man, I think I went with y'all a couple of times down to Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
I know the LSU game, which was crazy.
Oh, man, yeah. There was one run where Cam Newton broke like 10 tackles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was the...
Dude ran over. He'd run over anybody that you put in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, and to be so big, I mean, that was one thing that was so impressive about him was how big he was. But when that rascal would jump on the sidewall at the end of the third quarter, I think Auburn was down. It was like 5 or 6 games going into the fourth quarter or something. And the way he swung that towel, I knew we were going to win. You know what I mean? Like, it was almost...
Yeah, you could tell on his face where he's smiling. You see his damn teeth from space if he was doing good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was... I mean, it was just
Crazy.
almost one of those deals where it's like...
Crazy how it happened.
Somebody could be on the half-inch yard line, beating you by 7, and Auburn will somehow get the ball running at 100 yards to the other end, score, go for 2 and win. I mean, it was just like they couldn't. Luck was on our side, big time on a lot of that. The Georgia game, remember they tipped the ball? Yeah. Lewis. Yeah, that's right.
That was a different year though. That was
2013. That's right. That was with
that was Gus Malzahn's first year.
Yeah, with
Georgia, I think that year was
Nick Marshall was the quarterback with the year I'm thinking about with the tip. Yeah, that's right.
Because they had that and the pick six or the kick six the same year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was bad off on that.
Mm-hmm. Trying to think though, the Georgia game in 2010, I think they almost got beat.
Man, I remember Clemson had them beat.
Yeah.
South Carolina had them beat regular season.
Alabama
had them. My God Almighty, yeah, had them like Nixon in the third string, you know. Yeah, and then it turned around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. Ole Miss, I think, because I think that's when Bubba. What was that dude's name? He looked like Sunshine off of that movie. Bubba Wallace.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of luck. A lot of them. Yeah. Do you think? How serious do you think Colorado is? Getting that many
They're gonna
people
get
wanting to
beat.
transfer.
I mean, they're gonna get beat. I mean, they're they're a good team. I think Deion Sanders is going to be a great coach.
The recruiting, man's endless.
His recruiting, just his mentality. He's going to have them. I don't think this year will be their year, but which I don't think he won't stay around. Somebody will pick him up and pay him crazy money.
You think so, though? You think he'll leave it?
Oh, yeah. Shit, yeah, he'll leave.
What about his son, dude? His son's not going to last very long in college. He's going to be going to NFL.
Shiloh will be gone after this year.
500.
I think the other one, he'll be the quarterback. However you say, how do you say his name? Shadur?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Something like that.
Yeah.
I think he's got one more year in him before he goes. I think he probably, he's the quarterback you want, I think, in my opinion. Just seeing him take up for everybody on the team. Yeah. I think he wants to be somewhere where they can win a national championship. They ain't going to do it there. And I think Shiloh only has, this might be his last year eligibility, or he may even have one more. But I feel like he's going to have a year enough where he'll go to the NFL.
Yeah.
The quarterback, I think he's got one more year. They're saying Florida, if they have a bad year, may offer him a job. But
boy, Florida's been through him, man.
Yeah, they're having a time. I mean, it's just, I guess, hard for any coach. They don't come in right away and win after a year in the SEC.
Oh man, yeah.
Saban is what they've done.
I've been seeing people ready to get rid of him.
I said last year, when Auburn was looking for a coach, I love Hugh Freeze. I think he's going to have them doing good. But I said go hire Deion. Man, I like his mentality.
Well,
he don't give a shit what nobody says. He'll say whatever. He's a good. I just think he's a good coach.
I do too. I mean, like the recruiting and stuff, man. Like with him and Cadillac Williams together,
dude.
I mean, you could almost pick up anybody. Yeah. I mean, like
they could. I mean,
you got Cardell, it's real nice. Yeah. And you got Deion straight to the point. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Look what he done at Jackson State and got Travis Hunter, which was the number one recruit.
Quarterback.
Well, he's just an athlete. I mean, he plays both ways. He's a receiver and a DB that got hurt.
That's right. Yeah.
And he was the number one recruit and went to Jackson State. He was originally, I think, committed to Alabama, and Deion beat Nick Saban out of him at Jackson State, which was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jacksonville State though. What was that like when Jeremy Johnson was playing quarterback at Auburn? Remember that? He was supposed to be the next Cam Newton. Jacksonville State almost beat us.
They did.
Yeah.
Had to go in overtime.
Yeah, it was like, are we on? What are we waiting on? Yeah. Like we're gonna get started. Mm-hmm. And it was like, oh shit, this is like our team for real playing.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you was, I jump around like crazy, man. But this was on my mind. All right, so Whitney loves steaks. My wife loves steaks. But like with your steak, like if you was gonna invite me and Whitney to come tonight to eat your house, what's your preparation? Like, do you let them get to room temperature? I mean, I'm talking all the way down to the whatever you do.
I do.
I gotta have some of these secrets, and I gotta have them recorded.
Yeah.
So I can remember this.
Well, I'm sending a bill for this.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it's gonna be a prime ribeye, no doubt.
Prime ribeye, even over fillets?
Fillets are good. People love fillets because they're the most tender. You can overcook one and they're still going to be tender. Ribeyes to me.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, ribeye. Yeah. Well, it's because it's the innermost muscle on the cow. It sits there, no movement. So it's just the tenderloin. It's basically going to fall apart.
So it's basically a muscle that don't get used. Yeah.
That's what they say, like the front end of the cow, the front shoulder, which is what they refer to as the chuck area, the back area, the hind leg, which is the round. Those hold the cow up pretty much. They're always moving when they're walking. It's what they call muscles of locomotion, so they're the most tough areas. You've got the rib, the strip loin, you've got the inner muscle of the tenderloin. That sits there. They just sit there. They're muscles. They don't move at all. So that's why they're more tender.
That's the more tender ones. Okay.
So the tenderloin, it's inside the rib cage. It's the leanest part of the cow, but to me, it's the less flavorful. You can make it real flavorful, but the ribeye's got that intermuscular fat
Yeah.
plus the tenderness. To me, it's the best steak. So I'm going with the prime ribeye. I'm gonna go about 1.5 inches thick. I'm gonna set it out. If I got time, it's gonna go to room temperature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna get coarse salt.
I've been doing that a while. Like
Yeah.
I heard that. You may
Yeah.
have told me that
Mhm.
actually about room temperature. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I really feel like that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
I really
well,
do.
if you got a cold, super cold steak and you throw it on the grill, it's just going the char. To me the rub's not gonna stick to it as
right.
much.
Yeah.
So you get it to room temperature. If you've got it setting the whole time while it gets to room temperature and good coarse salt, pepper, and then you grill it. Like I say, I got like a good medium rare, so I'm gonna grill it till it gets to about, which I can tell by the feel of it, 125 degrees, maybe 128 degrees. Pull it, let it rest. It's gonna go up to about 132, 135. To me, that's perfect.
You just let it rest, like just
Mm-hmm.
go back
Just-
to room temperature or
No,
tenfold
well,
or
just set it on a plate, put it in your microwave, put it in the oven, just let it
Let
rest
it
for
sit.
about 30 minutes, then come back and cut it.
okay.
Beef and pork, which chicken will do it too, but beef and pork, once you pull it off the grill out of the oven, it's going to continue to cook. So it's how a lot of people overcook stuff because they don't
Yeah, I do
think
it.
about that. So you always want to pull. If it's beef, I like to pull anywhere from 10 degrees before 5 degrees
Yeah.
to your desired temperature. And pork, it does the same, but I'll go a little bit more with pork.
See, that's what pork's always. I don't know why, man. Can you really get sick from pork like not being cooked all the way, or is there kind of a chance on anything? Not steak
Yeah,
though, right?
Not steak. I mean, they still tell you not to eat it. They
like raw.
yeah,
or
they tell you I
whatever,
think
but
145 degrees. But
Which
that's
would be
more
like
medium,
what?
medium to medium well. So, but closer to medium well for sure. Pork's the same way, 145 degrees. I definitely, like I say, I've ate pink pork. It's still a little pink in the middle.
yeah,
I ain't afraid of eating it at all, especially if you've got something like a good certified Duroc, some of the higher grade pork.
right.
Now, I wouldn't go like to Walmart or something and get one of those, like a cheaper pork and undercook it.
See, I can't do it, man. It's
Yeah,
just not the
yeah.
same.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to eat it a little bit pink. A lot of people are but they say nowadays that it don't hurt it at all.
Really.
Yeah.
See, that's what.
Now you don't want to eat it medium rare, like you would
Right.
a steak, but
Most of them on like a tenderloin, even those little small ones, like Whitney buy them little small ones,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll put them on the grill. I'll put the probe in there. I think I go to 150.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll put me some like Sweet Baby Ray's on there or something,
Mhm.
and wrap it up, and I'll let it sit for like 15 minutes or
Yeah.
something. Just to, I don't know. Pork's always scared me. Chicken really scares the shit out of me. I burn
chicken
like
will get you. You gotta cook it to 165 for sure.
on like a chicken tender though. You ever use like a thermometer on it or anything?
Mhm.
You have?
No.
No.
I don't. I can just tell by if you say you cook a chicken breast, which chicken breasts are hard. I probably would go with a thermometer on chicken breast because it's a little bit thicker.
A little thicker
And
stuff.
white meat will dry out quicker. But a tender, man, you can just pinch it. If it just starts to fall apart, it's done.
It's done. Okay. Yeah, 'cause see, chicken's always scared me, man. And some nights I'll be out there and I'll like pull it off a little early or whatever. What I feel like, and I'm like, everybody cut your chicken before you
Yeah.
eat it. Make sure. And they'll be like, oh, it's the best chicken ever in the world. But it's because I felt like I pulled some of it off early, and it's probably
Yeah.
really done.
Well, the dark meat on the chicken, it's harder to, it'll cook slower than the rest of it, especially if you do like a whole chicken. So you want to make sure if you do a whole chicken, check the thigh, inside the thigh
Mhm.
temperature. Make sure it gets 165 first, because a lot of people will check the breast. It's going to cook quicker, and then they'll pull that thigh, and it's still pink in the middle.
Yeah. Do you think? Because sometimes, man, I'll buy not now, but like before, because I buy my stuff from you. But back before, man, I would buy like a New York strip or something, and you, I'm sure yours are the same way. But you'll have like that big old gristle line or whatever on the outside.
Yeah, you got to cut that off.
Before you cook, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do too.
We cut them all off before we put them in the case.
Okay.
You got that up in the top corner. You got that big, thick piece of gristle. A lot of people leave it on there, probably because it adds a little weight. They don't want to trim it off.
Right.
Yeah, we cut all that off.
See, that's what I've always. I don't know, dude. If I go, you know, not now. You know, of course, I swear I'm telling y'all the truth. Yeah. Hell, I'll damn put it on here every single time I buy something out there. Their damn steaks are the best thing ever. And I know y'all sell fish and all that. All that's good,
we do fresh seafood.
Spooner told me, he's like, man, you need to get a salmon, something or whatever, you know. And
we've got a bourbon salmon that is amazing. And I'm not a salmon person. Fresh salmon's just got that little more fishy taste to me. But that bourbon salmon, man, we'll smoke it. We don't do it. Like I say, we'll have a few people ask for it, but we'll throw it on the smoker. Dude, it's so good.
Do you do like a wood plank or anything? You ever done
we
like that?
We've got some wood planks we can do it. Yeah. I like, and now I will eat. We'll do like a whole side of salmon. We'll put it on there with some like lemon on that wood plank and cook it. It's good. Like
I've got I got one of those salt stones or whatever I've never used.
No.
Supposedly that's really good for fish.
Never done that.
Have you not? You know what I'm talking about though? It looks like a...
I've never really been much of one to... I mean, I do dabble a little bit in the fish now, but before I was always just red meat, pork, chicken.
See, that's what
I would
we
grill
always
shrimp,
do.
But as far as the fish, never really messed with a lot of it. But I've been trying to cook some more of it, and I've just got to where I like cast iron cooked fish. Yeah, it gives that skin the real good crisp that you want.
I've heard people talk about searing in a skillet and stuff, and even like sear it like a minute on each side or whatever, and then you put it in put it in the oven on 350 or something.
Well, just searing it locks in that flavor. It just gives it that crust where the juices won't leak out as much. You know? Right. Keeps it super moist.
Right. Yeah. Man, you done got me hungry, dude.
You should have brought us some food tonight, I guess.
Golly, I thought you was gonna do like a demonstration, man, like some kind of cooking demonstration. Yeah.
We'll do that. We can set up another time.
We need to, man.
Get on the food trailer. And we got that food trailer now.
Yes, you do.
We give you one-on-one cooking on that.
I need to come on there, man.
Yeah.
I can.
You can do that one day. We set it out, and it's crazy out there. You got the Theo Von look-alike out there cooking your cheeseburger.
I'm Theo Con. That's what everybody's been calling me.
Like it.
Me and you was talking about that too,
just
man.
Fucking like you, man. It's crazy.
Surely got Theo Von ain't this ugly, dude. Hell, I don't know.
I think he's a little bit taller than you, and I think he's
he may
a few
be
years older too. I didn't realize he was like in his mid-40s, early to mid-40s, till just the other day I was listening to one of his podcasts. And
I think he is.
He's like 40.
I think he might be
3, maybe 42.
That seems right because he may be in between my brothers. Because one brother's 42, one brother's 44.
Yeah.
Then my other brother Theo is 43.
Yeah.
Is that what I missed?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
Nah, dude, he's funny though.
He is. I love him, man. I think it's hilarious. I had from that Speedo video, I had 66 people message me. Are you Ken Theo Von?
I looked at the comments myself. Was that Theo Von? Yeah.
There was 1,600 of them or something. Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
That's
dude.
Funny, man.
I've got this. I got this swimsuit that I actually originally ordered, and I'm about to break down into it. You ready?
Yeah.
You don't even care.
Hell no, bring it out.
Hey, look.
I'm gonna hire you to wear it next time I buy my wife flowers. You deliver them flowers.
You ain't lying, dude. Yeah. I can. Yeah. I can. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of hidden talents.
But I guarantee you she'd be bright red and turn around and walk the other way.
We got to do that. When is her birthday? I hope it's soon.
No, May.
God dang.
Get a little bit. We got a...
Hey, your wife, I'm going to tell you what. She ain't doing cakes no more, is she?
No.
Yeah.
She's strictly beating that meat.
Yeah. Cutting it up.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, though.
No, she does all the computer stuff. She's...
you got a good wife, man.
Yeah, she's good. She does all the social media, all the register stuff, computers, all that. So yeah, she does good. I'd be lost if I had to do that stuff. I'm just not very tech savvy when
Yeah.
it comes to all that kind of stuff.
Which you cut meat. How long did you cut meat? I mean, like you've been
16,
around this since you've been. I mean, like in
oh,
school.
yeah, I've done this my whole life.
Yeah.
Been in that retail business since I was 15.
Yeah.
And from the day I was 18, cutting meat. So, what was that, 16, 17 years, something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's you know what you're doing, I know.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you get that in, though, is it like a half?
We can.
How is it cut up? I mean,
Now,
like
we
you get
can-
like half of.
We can get it in like halves and quarters. Our setup right now is we don't have a setup where we can hang beef. We've got a very small cooler.
Yeah.
So right now we just do box beef. That's already like ribeye loins, filet loins. A little bit easier to store and cut up.
So you cut,
Yeah.
but you do cut
Mhm.
everything, though, don't you?
But now we do we cut everything in house. Grind hamburger in house. We have some people that want some halves and quarters, and we'll do it for certain people.
Yeah.
But we just can't do it for multiple. We just don't have the storage area,
Right,
like
yeah.
the hanging coolers. We'll get some front quarters or some hind quarters if somebody wants one, and we'll cut it up, package them up, get it ready for the freezer.
That's cool. Yeah. I bet it's cold as crap in there, ain't
Shit,
it?
yeah, it stays about 34 degrees in the
And you're
prep,
in there, aren't you?
in the prep area. Now our cooler, we set it. Meat won't freeze till it's about 28 degrees inside them cardboard boxes or lower. So we keep it right at 29, 30 degrees, so it's cold in there.
Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't make it, dude.
No, that's what I tell people. It's very, because of course your hands.
You're
will get
basically
cold,
working
too,
in
'cause-
Alaska.
Yeah, I mean it's freezing weather.
And imagine like you coming out of, I mean, I know you can imagine it, but like me thinking about it,
Mhm.
let's say it's 102 degrees here in Alabama and the humidity's at 140%.
Yeah, oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then I'm going to walk in there and I'm
Yeah.
working this cooler
Yeah.
for like 8 hours,
yeah. It's
come back
bad.
out there.
Like I say, we'll have to like go inside, and then we'll have to come outside to unload trucks. So we'll go in and out, and it's different for sure.
I guarantee you, I mean, you got to kind of be equipped for it,
Yeah,
you know?
we do. Like I say, we've had some people work for us, and that just not used to the standing up on your feet all day, and it's tough in that area. But the cold, which I'm adapted to it now. It still gets cold on my hands from time to time. That meat super cold. But after a while, your hands go numb, so it's all right.
Yeah. Then you don't even feel nothing, even if you cut yourself or.
That's where you got to watch out, because you can cut yourself and not feel it.
Oh, I guarantee you, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny, man, because I'm not 40 yet, but like I swear I can be working on something, dude,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll turn around, I'll have blood all over my shirt or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to go to looking. The first place I look is my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut myself a lot, man. I don't even know I even done it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Oh, like your tools and stuff, you sharpen yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we sharpen our own knives. We sharpen them for the public.
You do sharpen for the public.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will.
I need to bring you some, yeah.
We've got a few people. We got old Tri-Stone that, now if they're in real bad shape, can't guarantee that I can get a good edge on it. But if it's
Well, it'd be better than what it
yeah.
was, probably.
yeah, some
Yeah.
some need like a bench grinder to get the edge back on them, but we've got the Tri-Stone that it does pretty good.
Yeah.
I can get an old knife back in pretty good shape.
Cool. Yeah. That's something else to know, man, because especially like my kids, well, Lee Kate, being 8, like she'll just pull out whatever knife she can get a hold of and cut tape or,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
and I kind of like them a little bit dull, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But like a serrated knife, we make sure those things are like hid, you know, like, yeah, because, it scares me to death, dude. I laid my thumb open one time, man, like bad.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was terrible. And
We keep them sharp. The sharper the better in what we do.
was
You
less
gotta-
work on you.
Yeah, if
ain't
you
it?
got dull knife, it'll hack the meat. It just makes it harder. So you got to keep them good and sharp.
Keep them good and
Mhm.
sharp, yeah. Me and you was, talking about stuff like that. You ever had anybody like try to scam you? You know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I haven't, but I think you got a good story.
Is that not crazy, man?
Dude, it's all over now. People, I mean, that's how a lot of people make their money.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's a shame.
And they're giving somebody's, like, that's somebody's address.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, like,
Yeah.
okay, long story short, I was going to look at a four-wheeler at like 7 o'clock. I had a damn trailer full of firewood to unload. I'm talking, man, I drive home so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Hook up that trailer, unloaded that firewood, all this kind of stuff, got everything ready. Come inside, tow Walker. I'm like, man, me and you just go look at this four-wheeler.
Yeah.
You know, if we buy it, if it's nice, you know, cranks and all that, we'll ride it tonight in the field. You know, like I'm pumped up,
Dude's
you know.
excited too.
And then she says I sold it all. And then she's unfindable. But gave me a damn legit address.
Mm-hmm.
I bet nobody lives there.
Guarantee it.
She's using that address probably to like, or he. Because yeah, you can't ever tell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, it could be some kid that's using that.
Well, it's a woman though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can't ever tell.
No, you can't. Because it could have been like a little boy
Mm-hmm.
that's looking at somebody's
That's-
picture from Michigan or something, screenshot it, made a profile. And yeah, and I'm even like, I'll bring my friend, I really do have a friend that's an assistant police chief where she had this thing for sale at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I could even bring him over.
Probably
you
what
know?
scared her.
I guess.
Could have.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden it's like, hey, I sold it all. But nothing, you ever seen in like the newspaper or something where a hacker got caught or a scammer or I think they get away with
They
it.
don't. They pretty much do. But there's a YouTube channel that Katie, my wife, that we watch his stuff. He's an engineer, and he does those like glitter boxes, and he sends them to those
where they
scammers
blow up and
where
stuff.
they blow up in their face. And he got a big bunch of them overseas. The funniest thing, man. I wish I could remember what his name was. But that's
I
about
know
the
who
only
you're
time
talking
I've
about,
ever
though,
heard-
yeah.
Yeah, whatever. What I've heard, he's the only one that's ever got any of them.
Nowadays, man, like, there ain't no way in hell I'd steal anything from anywhere.
No.
I mean, you're on camera,
Camera
like,
everywhere you go.
yeah. I mean, you're on camera right now.
Damn right.
I want to show my butcher shirt too, by the way. My koozie. Not only do they sell meat, they got some badass merchandise too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wore that butcher hat until it like.
I remember seeing one of the other podcasts. You had that.
Yeah,
butcher hat
yeah, I
on.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Till
I
you
wore
got
that
your
thing
own.
out, man. Yeah.
And you traded me, and I appreciate that.
Gotta wear my guess too.
Yeah. Well, I'll get me one of them. Wear that one.
I'm gonna get you
Yeah.
one for real. Yeah, I'm gonna wear that hat you brought me, brother.
All right.
Yeah, I
You
am.
wear it hunting. You hunt now, don't you?
I hunted once, or
Killed you a bobcat or something
yeah,
last year,
3
didn't you?
times. I've hunted 3 times.
Yeah.
In like 2 years or something. Yeah. Then it was like 16 years before that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, kids, dude, you have no time. I mean, like,
I'm getting ready for that. You know, we're having us one.
I know.
Yeah.
It's exciting, ain't it?
Yeah, it's exciting. A little bit nervous, but yeah, it'd be good.
When?
Thinking March is going to be the date. Still kind of young into it right now, but I think we're looking at March to the first part of April due date.
So you may see Leah Kate's March 8th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm thinking for sure the end of March, first part of April.
y'all know boy or girl? It seems like Whitney
It's
told
going to
me.
be a boy.
That's what I. Yes.
We done the genetic test last week actually, and we just got the results 2 days ago. So they say, I mean, I guess it's possible that different, but they say it's pretty accurate.
Pretty,
you know,
yeah. Man, nowadays, dude.
99.2% something.
Yeah,
accurate.
the technologies went so far.
Dude, it's crazy.
Man.
Just off of like Katie's blood, you can tell what the baby is. It's crazy.
I'll tell you, man, it's fun. Like, both kids, you know, we never knew, we never found out or nothing, but just going out there and you see that little bitty beat, you know, and it's basically it's like a spark, you know,
Yeah.
like, and
Yeah.
they'll say, oh, the heart rate's 142, everything's looking good. You go back, that little thing's like a little bit bigger. You know, you're kind of seeing just a. It's kind of weird. It would look like a 1970s Nintendo game of like a, it's like, and then when you go get those 4Ds,
it's crazy.
Oh my gosh!
I'm ready for it. Yeah.
I mean, you'll be like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's got your nose.
Yeah.
Or like Leah Kate was actually sucking her thumb in one of her pictures, dude.
Yeah.
It was so like technology nowadays, man. It is.
Crazy.
This went so far. I mean,
crazy. So Katie's got this app on her phone that she, tracks the pregnancy and what it's supposed to look like, and it's just crazy, just week to week what the changes
what
and
it
all that
does.
stuff. Yeah.
I need to get you y'all need to get a bulletin board, but it's not a bulletin, like a chalkboard. Me and Whitney done this on both of them. You need to start. I'll make you one. No kidding, like a chalkboard, just a regular old. It'll be pretty though. I'll make you one. I'm serious. I heart attack. I will. Y'all will love this one of these days. And you just lean that thing up against the wall, and she'll change it from the baby's the size of a plum.
Yeah.
To the baby's the size of a coconut. To the baby is the size of a small watermelon. And you just keep putting, like the. Dude, it's so cool. Like watching that like a time lapse.
Oh, yeah.
You got Whitney, she's standing there.
Yeah.
She's just as flat as ever. And then.
Next thing you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so crazy how it works, dude. It is. It's like.
For sure.
And I'll tell you, you're like me, and you've been friends a long time, so I know how you are, but like the respect for women, I mean, like what they go through with the baby is unbelievable. I mean, it really, the emotional part, she'll be laying in bed one night, she'll say, I ain't felt him moving a little bit. And then you're like, well, I'm sure everything's okay, whatever. Like 1:30 in the morning, she'll wake you up and say, "No, everything's fine. I think he may have the hiccups." You know what I mean? It's like the stress they carry, but they carry it well. Me or you, oh my good God, dude, we would have to live at the hospital.
I can imagine, especially like for first time, man. It's just a lot to have to worry about.
Oh, and it's so scary, but it's like so magical. I mean, like it's like. I made that. That's the only thing in life that you really make yourself. For sure, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I could build you a birdhouse. Yeah. That's not the same. You know what I mean? It's like you made it. Yeah. Yes, and it is, dude. I'm proud for you, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get y'all I'll get that baby a Guess Who shirt. I'll sign his forehead.
You'll be good and famous by then. You on your way.
It's like, hey, whoa, you ain't big enough yet, brother.
Yeah. Backwards girl panty videos. You'll be good.
I got accused of so much stuff wearing that. Truth is, it didn't come in time. What I was ordering.
Yeah.
Dude, when I put that thing on, the guy, he stayed in there fine.
Yeah.
It was the boys that couldn't stay in. Yeah.
Away.
I'm like, there's no way one of these is gonna pop out. You know what I mean? Like
when you get a little bit older.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah. They just keep getting lower and lower and lower. You know what I mean?
I wish I could have been a fly on the wall just to see Whitney.
Oh my gosh, you died, dude.
Dude.
She was like, I turned around and I said, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, she was like laughing so hard. She had her hand on the ground.
Yeah.
It was like laughing.
I bet.
And I kept trying to like poke everything back in there.
Just wasn't going.
It's like, this is a sad day.
Yeah.
When the main part can be hidden, but it's just the tag-alongs. It's like can't stay, packed up. Yeah.
A mind of their own.
Golly, dude. Yeah.
Joseph, though.
Oh, he gets so embarrassed. Yeah.
I could tell, which I remember the video from last year. Man, I died over that. But I think this year was even better. Even when you had the Bachelorette group chasing you.
Yes. it's so funny too, because I'm not yet like into the social. I'm in the old person social media. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like one of the girls, I told her I would like mail her some hats and shirts and stuff, because she listens to podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've been seeing it on there that
Yeah.
because Louisiana, I don't have a whole lot of Louisiana people, and anyhow, I messaged her on Facebook Messenger. That must be like old shit, dude. That's like old news. Like you don't even like young kids. I don't think they look at that anymore.
Yeah.
Where like me and you'll share stuff on there all day. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
So I messaged one of them, and then I saw their video where they was at the beach too at the same time, and the other girl that was really nice, Lauren. Yeah. So I messaged her. I just copied the message and messaged her. Because the TikTok video went over 1 million views. You know what I mean? So I'm like, they probably think this is funny.
Oh yeah.
No response whatsoever. So one of these days, I'm hoping like 5 years from now, they're sitting there and they're like, holy shit, that looks like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah.
Because like I try to reach out. You know what I mean? I went from MySpace to Facebook.
Yeah. Shit, like I say, you sent it to me. We was at the beach at the same time, different beach, but you sent it to me on Snapchat. On the sun, I couldn't see it too good. I could tell what it was. I was like, I know he's gonna put that on TikTok. I know he will. So just waiting, and it finally actually popped up on my page when I
For your
scrolled
page
through,
or something, yeah.
one day, and I seen it. I was like, shit, I gotta send that to Katie. So automatically shared it and sent it to her. And then I went back just a couple of days ago and showed it to her again. And I think it embarrassed her both times. Shit, it made me blush, I think. But that's one of the videos, man. If you're feeling like, if you're just down and out, just go to his page. You watch that. It's hilarious.
Somebody asked me, they're like, you get embarrassed? I mean, I could shit my pants right here.
Yeah.
I don't get embarrassed.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't,
No,
you know?
no.
And I don't ever, I know this is kind of funny because I feel like embarrassing somebody's worse than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I almost think you could spit in somebody's face. I remember, like, as a even younger and stuff, which it was hard to embarrass me. When it did, I really, like, get some feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And nowadays, man, I don't get embarrassed by nothing. But I'm real big on, like, I'm not going to embarrass, like, somebody else. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like in life, I really feel like embarrassing somebody's, like, one of the worst things you can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some people can't take it, man.
No, they can't.
I think I'm better in my older age. I think in my younger years, it would have
Oh, yeah.
been harder, but
We'd have been
now-
fighting. Yeah, somebody had been
Yeah.
fighting. Yeah. You can't fight nowadays.
No.
Shit, people will kill you over $12 nowadays.
Yeah.
But dude, man, I'm glad you. All right, look, hold on. There's one more thing. I knew there would be. Let's just talk about some spices because let's say you're gonna do chicken.
Mm-hmm.
What are you using? Do you ever use Italian dressing or anything?
Mm-mm.
You
I don't. If I'm gonna, I do like to brine, which is overnight marinated wing, and I just use something like a salt water and lemon juice. Something with real high acidity will break down the muscles of the meat, so it'll make it more tender, which is real good on wings. You don't want to overpower it because you don't want to have that lemony taste, but just something with some high acidity, even carbonated like Cokes and Dr. Pepper or something like that will.
So pour that in there with lemon.
Yeah. Lemon, or like I say, I just use water, salt, bunch of salt, and a little bit of lemon juice. Soak some wings, drumsticks, breast, anything overnight. Then cook them how you want to.
So just pull them out of that. And
Just some sort of brine, because like I say, chicken can dry out quicker.
Yeah.
But if you brine it overnight, it'll retain a lot of the juice in it. So it's pretty good like that. But if I'm gonna smoke chicken, I like some type of sweeter rub.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of salt and pepper. I like that on everything. But
Mm-hmm.
want something with some type of just a little bit of sweetness to it on chicken.
See, I'm a salt person, man.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Golly.
But now that's to me on like beef, a steak. I use salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic, but heavy salt and heavy pepper.
See, I noticed too. Like I feel like the texture of the steak's like different whenever you use salt.
Yeah.
Because I've told Whitney that before. I'm like, I'll rub salt in, but everything else is gonna kind of like
Yeah.
douse it on there or whatever you do. But do you marinate? Do you like? I got some people's house I'll go to, and it looks like they poured a gallon of Dale's in there, and the steaks are floating.
I won't touch Dale's.
You don't.
No, not at all. Don't think good beef does not need a marinade. It's got enough good flavor in itself. You need a little bit of the outside flavor just to give it a good crust. To me, which you put all the salt you want to on it, but a good crust comes from the coarse pepper. You can put, it don't matter on what you cook it, Boston butt. If you use beef, chicken, if you put a heavy coarse pepper on it, it's going to give that real thick crust that you want on it.
Right.
But if you use too much, it can be spicy. But as far as soaking a steak in some type of marinade,
See, that's so funny because I've been, and you're probably gonna laugh, but like I've been putting one side of this, and then the you gave me a barbecue rub, I think, or something. Whitney got a barbecue rub, but anyway, I've been doing that on the other side.
yeah,
Then when I put it on the grill, well, I've been salt and peppering it. But when I put it on the grill, I've been putting Worcestershire on one side,
Yeah.
flip it, and put a little bit of Dale's.
yeah,
But not marinating. Because sometimes I've been to people's house, dude, where they've marinated that their steaks
Yeah,
and
they
Dale's so
overnight,
much the
yeah.
shit looks like it's done, and you're
Yeah.
like, it's still
black,
cold.
yeah, yeah.
You know?
No, I don't do that. I do like Worcestershire sauce. I've been a real big fan of the Baron Burton's W sauce now, which is a thicker. To me, I use it like as a basting.
Is it kind of like an A1 plus
Yeah,
Worcestershire, or like
a little bit, but it's thick, so it's more of a. You can marinate in it, but it's not gonna. To me, it's better to brush on your steak or something after it gets done.
Right, yeah,
Just to give it that flavor on the end. But no, I will never marinate a steak 30 minutes, 45 minutes overnight in any kind of Dale's or anything like that.
You just put your seasonings on
Just
there.
seasonings and let it set, then cook it.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
if you buy a real cheap piece of meat, you might need some type of flavor. But if you get good quality stuff, you don't need a
You don't need a flavor, no.
No.
See, and that's what's so funny because, like, people will come over and say, "You want me to put some Dale's in that?" And I'm like, nah, I'll put it on there while it's on, you know, because I kind of like, I feel like Dale's is kind of almost like a condiment. You know what I mean? Like ketchup. You wouldn't put ketchup on your damn steak before you put it on there.
No, people, man, it's one of them things. The same people that soak their steaks and Dale's all night probably dip it in ketchup and say "Roll Tide" at the end.
You can call me anything you want.
Don't call me that. No,
Yes.
man. That's why I remember years ago cutting some high-dollar filet mignon for a guy. And he said, "I'm ashamed to tell you this, but my brother-in-law, I'm going to go home and I'm going to cook this perfect medium rare. And he's going to cut it up and he's going to dip the damn thing in ketchup."
I used to be that guy,
Oh, man. People kill me. Which Katie, she dips steaks. It don't matter. We get.
But you're right, though. It's the difference in steak.
Yeah.
Because, like, your steak will hold the damn flavor in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's why it's different from what, like,
Yeah.
I used to do. You know what I mean?
My wife, she's like a ranchaholic.
Oh, I like
And we'll
ranch,
take,
yeah.
we sell the Wagyu at the store, and we'll bring a piece home, cook it up, and she'll dip that Australian Wagyu in ranch.
See, I like ranch, but
I love it like on potatoes and
I
stuff.
couldn't do a steak.
I couldn't do, especially that Wagyu, man. It's like butter anyways, but
I
I couldn't do a steak in ranch. I like chicken, pork, dip that in ranch. But she loves it, man. She could drink it.
See, I'm bad about Italian or ranch on salad, man. When I get done, like, I've got like a bowl still full of like ranch, you know what I mean? And I swear to God, if I get down to the bottom of a salad, which I put a bunch of banana peppers on there, I'm a banana pepper nut.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh my God, dude! Sometimes I
so
feel
good.
like my body needs banana peppers.
Oh,
You ever
so-
felt like that?
So good.
Yeah, you come in there, you get that pork, and you just stab them all. You know what I mean? And come up, yeah, and it's like,
So good.
swear to God, I was about to die. You know, I had to have those banana peppers. Like, really?
And they're good. Like, you cook them in a, they do like this Mississippi roast, like a chuck roast with ranch packet and butter, and you put them the whole peppers.
Pepperoncinis in there too.
Dude,
Yeah.
so good.
Whitney's done pepperoncinis, man. And then when you get done, you just shred it all up. Yeah. See, that's what the turtle I eat was like that.
Oh yeah.
You know, they say it always tastes like chicken or whatever, but the guy made it and he had shredded it. So I guess I got like the roast part of the turtle. You know, because most of them they're like 7 different meats or whatever. But he had like actually steamed some potatoes and they had a little spice and they were salty. And he was giving everybody like a bite of it. Yeah. And I tried it and he's like, "That's turtle." I said, "If there's any left over, just let me know, man."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was good.
I've any turtle. I've heard it's good.
We need to
go get a.
Let's me and you make that on our agenda, dude.
Yeah.
We can go around here and catch like a good snapping turtle.
Yeah.
And you would know how to. We could Google it or whatever.
Yeah. Just crack it. You do it.
Yeah.
Never done it. I bet it's good.
So
what they say about like alligator, man, is so good. And I've always had the tail meat.
That's like what I've had, just little chunk things or whatever.
Inner meat's not that best, but actually, Stale Cracker, he was the one that put me on, said the jowl meat is like the best part of a gator.
Really? Mm-hmm. See, that's what, I've had the alligator, they have that alligator stuff at live bait, and it's like a dip or something, you know? It's pretty good. That's the only alligator I've ever had, man.
I've had the fried bites. Most of the time it's tail meat. It's always got a little different texture, but it's good.
Yeah, it is. It's really good, yeah. I mean, I had to order it, like, somewhere or whatever, you know? But, man, there was something so funny I was thinking of. When are we talking about that? About the turtle meat and stuff. Oh, yeah. You know how people, like, get, like, a cow killed? You know?
Yeah.
So one time I was having, like, this, like, hamburger party or something where I was going to, like, grill a bunch of I can't remember. It was somebody's birthday or something maybe, man. And I swear, dude, it was so nasty. It was gamey while I was making the patties. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I can't do like me and Whitney, man, when something starts looking brown, we're done.
Yeah.
You know? I guess you ought to throw it out when it's like that, shouldn't it?
Yeah. It is. Well, depending on, like I say, a little age on stuff don't hurt it. But you can definitely tell the smell. You know, anything that's aged is definitely going to have more flavor, a lot more tenderness. But now if hamburger meat is discolored like that, it's always best probably just toss it. Yeah.
Now y'all do that on you're the one that told me this. It's like steak trimmings, right? Mm-hmm. Is what makes the hamburger meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most time good ground beef or chuck. You know, chuck is mostly from the front area of the animal, but we do like a steak burger blend that's just strictly filet, ribeye, and New York strip. We grind it, all the trimmings off of that.
So you're basically taking some of the higher grade of the trimmings and stuff.
You can eat that stuff just like you would a steak, you know, medium rare. I mean, you could eat it raw if you wanted to. Right.
So it wouldn't even, See, I always wondered that too. Like, could you get sick from a cooked steak? But you can. I don't reckon. Can you? I mean, if it was raw, maybe, yeah, sure. But
yeah, but it's still, like I say, it's just probably your body not used to it.
Right, yeah.
The first part. But it's good quality stuff. Don't matter if it's hamburger meat, steaks, roast, eat it raw. It's fine. As long as it's good quality, yeah.
See, pork always scared me, so.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Yeah, chicken is, man, it will make you sick if you ain't careful.
You ain't got to worry about it at my house.
No.
Like, you have to, like, scrape some of the, yeah, I give everybody, like, a butter knife to, like, rub that.
Get you a hammer and bust the wing open to eat
it. Which I like them crispy anyway, though, but, you know, it's like, but I got to guarantee you one thing. If you leave and you got the shits, it ain't from my damn cooking, because them things are done.
Whether you want a drum or a flat, it don't matter. I'm going to have a damn hammer to eat it anyway.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, God. Brother, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, man, thanks. It's been fun. I appreciate the opportunity.
Hell yeah. Y'all got to go out and check him out. If you're around the Cullman area or wherever, I promise you, by God, this is the best steaks or seasonings or whatever you ever got. I promise you. And I'm not just saying that because I don't even really like him. No, I do. I love him and I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
But and I'm telling you, like, if you like to go out and eat a bunch of like Texas Roadhouse kind of steak stuff, don't go see him
No.
because you will never be able to eat like that shit again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had sometimes, man, where I'll instead of them bringing me out like a steak knife, they bring me a sawzall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where you want to go eat a good steak tonight? I want to go to Logan's.
Yeah, let's go. Hell, I'll go run out there and get me some. Yeah, but no, I'm telling you the truth. But man, I enjoyed it, brother, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate the spices, and
Yeah, man.
when you come up, you got some plans for the later on. You're gonna have a spice maybe come out, and
Yeah, we do have actually. Hopefully, within the next month, we'll have a couple of our own seasonings bottled. Of course, we've got a line of about 6 or 8 that we hope within the next year that we can bottle. But yeah, for sure, we're gonna have a couple within the next month. Hopefully, ready at the shop.
that's gonna be
purchase.
awesome, dude. I'm gonna be one of the first people in line
Yeah.
out there. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
kidding you.
definitely top quality, man. I've been so picky. I've been working on it since we opened the shop over a year ago. That's the first thing I said that I want my name on, and I finally found somebody that can hopefully do
What
I
you're
want.
wanting, yeah.
So,
And I know how you are, man, because you're
But
gonna be like, that needs a little bit more
Yeah.
pepper. Or I'm not, yeah.
I've got a guy that he's gonna hook us up, and I think we'll have some good stuff for sure.
That'd be good, man. I can't wait, dude. And I'm gonna try them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
I'll get
will. I've ate your food before, and I'm like, I'm damn starving right now.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it. But if you want to steak, you can cut with a fork. My God, you better go see the butcher.
We'll fix you up.
Yeah, out on 31 towards Beaumont, Alabama, baby. And not only that, they got like kick-ass hats, koozies, and they got all the good seasonings.
Smoked meat every day.
That's right, smoked meat every day and put that on a cracker, dude. I did, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man.